hear me? I can't hear you. I still can't hear you.
Hello, Blue.
Oh, there we go. Jesus.
There we go. Cool. Can you just like read something off the paper?
Look, Yusudif, Laksudif, Alskudif, Alskudifya.
Sounds great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Cool. Alright, we got 7 minutes. I have to go.
Okay.
The boys room.
That I will fiddle around with cables in and around the chart.
Is the prompter running?
Don't forget to send in your press releases and show announcements to news@theatremaker.ie for consideration to be published on the website and our online programming.
Just clean up your cables. Thank you.
Will do.
My cables look messy.
I know.
Alright, I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Sure. Is it just a photo? Okay. My cables and stuff kind of tidy. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't know which way I'm going to be facing it, but I think it should be fine. Sure. Class. Yeah? Yeah, that'll do. My hair's so crazy. Okay. Do you want me to get closer to the ITTW? Sure. Yeah. Like that. But they look kind of silly, but... But I think I'm just going to think that for everything. Thanks. No. Like having girls on the team, they understand. It's like, my hair. sure can.
Sweet. Stand by. I'm just gonna focus the cameras on you.
My north face. I feel like if I'm going to keep doing the show, I have to get increasingly flamboyant in strange shirts.
Fab. Okay, we're running late already.
Mm-hmm. Sure are.
Sorry, Blue. Couple problems. Be with me in a second.
No problem.
Okay, I just want mine. Okay, Blue, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Kill. Don't move too much because you'll move out of the ball.
Okay.
Alright, stand by.
Stand by.
Here we go. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming in.
Hello, I'm Blue and welcome to Irish Theatre This Week. We're broadcasting live from the theatremaker.ie studio at Axis Ballymun. Tonight we will be bringing you the latest in Irish theatre, arts and international news, as well as opportunities, government updates and news from around the world. This is Irish Theatre This Week on Monday, the 5th of July, 2021.
Prepare for a second.
There's plenty of news for this busy week, so let's jump right in with the breaking stories.
Stand by. You're live.
This just in, we've learned from a press conference from Prime Minister Boris Johnson that nearly all restrictions will be lifted in England on the 19th of July. Let's listen in to a clip from the press conference.
It's not working. Stand by.
Program of booster vaccines for the most vulnerable.
You're
Second, we will change the basic tools that we have used to control human behaviour. We'll move away from legal restrictions and allow people to make their own informed decisions about how to manage the virus. From step 4, we will remove all legal limits on the numbers meeting indoors and outdoors. We will allow all businesses to reopen, including nightclubs. We will lift the limit on named visitors to care homes and on numbers of people attending concerts, theatre and sports events. We will end the 1 metre plus rule on social distancing and the legal obligation to wear a face covering, although guidance will suggest where you might choose to do so, especially when cases are rising and where you come into contact with people you don't normally meet in enclosed spaces, such as obviously crowded public transport.
Coming back to you.
The decision will be made on the 12th of July. Back in Ireland, the country's vaccination effort is ramping up today, with vaccines offered to all those aged between 18 to 34. As the threat of the Delta variant increases, 750 pharmacies nationwide will be offering the jab. The one-shot Johnson & Johnson, also known as Janssen, will be offered. On Saturday, the Irish government announced that pharmacies nationwide will be offering the vaccine to this younger cohort. However, there is currently a shortage of vaccines available. The Irish Pharmacy Union said they will have received 10 calls for every available vaccine from people between 18 to 34. And as demand has increased, pharmacies are urging people to be patient. Pharmacies are also asking people to make an appointment in advance, with some people having to wait for their jab. Talks between representatives from the hospitality industry and the government will take place later today on indoor dining. The government announced last week that indoor dining will not begin as planned on the 5th of July. Instead, a later date, the 19th of July, is targeted. This has come under huge criticism from those in the hospitality industry. NPHET will also not be attending the meeting today, which has drawn further scrutiny from restaurant owners. A raging fire in the Gulf of Mexico has been brought under control, according to Mexico's state oil company, Pemex. Footage of the huge flames went viral over the weekend. The flames emerged on the ocean surface after a gas leak was dubbed the Eye of Fire by some online. Pemex reported no injuries and claimed the fire was controlled within 5 hours. According to the company, the fire began after a gas leak in the underwater pipeline and nitrogen was used to tame the flames.
Stand by. Coming to you.
Despite the reopening of indoor dining being delayed by at least 2 weeks, Ireland held its first festival of the year last weekend. Last Saturday, the first pilot music festival took place at the Irish Museum of Modern Art, Royal Hospital, Kilmainham. Acts included Gavin James, Denise Chyla and Sharon Shannon. The festival welcomed 3,500 attendees. Antigen testing was in use for all attendees and tickets had to be booked in advance in groups of 6. Other countries such as the UK have held similar events in the last few months with follow-up testing and air monitoring during the event. The festival was in association with Native Events, a sustainable event production and consultancy organisation. The Department of the Environment of Climate and Communications stated that 15,000 plastic cups were saved from incineration and landfill. Many single-use items were banned, including plastic straws. The Music and Entertainment Business Assistance Scheme will be closing Wednesday coming, the 7th of July. The scheme is made available by the Department of Tourism, Culture, Arts, Gaeltacht, Sports and Media and is intended to cover overheads of businesses in the music and entertainment industries that have been significantly negatively affected by COVID-19. Last Friday, Graham McLaren and Neil Murray completed their tenure as directors of the Abbey Theatre. The Abbey Theatre Board released a statement noting the contributions they made to audience diversity, with over half of the audiences in their tenure visiting the Abbey for the first time. Meanwhile, Mark O'Brien, formerly of Access Ballymun, tweeted his excitement about starting in the Abbey today with Catriona McLaughlin. Cork Opera House has been very busy of late. Their outdoor opera series commenced last Friday at Marymount Hospice. Sopranos Emma Nash and Rachel Croce, tenor Gavin Ring, and baritone Rory Musgrave gave a performance of Puccini's La Boheme for the residents and staff of Marymount. This outdoor series is part of the Cara O'Sullivan Associate Artist Programme, which was created in her memory. Next up in the series is La Traviata by Giuseppe Verdi. The Consulate General of Ireland in Los Angeles is seeking to recruit a cultural officer. The deadline for receipt of applications is 12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Friday, 30th of July 2021. According to the announcement on the official Culture Ireland website, applicants must have a third-level qualification or a minimum of 10 years professional experience in the arts and culture sector. They also must have a legal entitlement to live and work in the United States prior to recruitment. To read more about the opportunity and find out how to apply, follow the link cultureireland.ie/news. The Irish Film and Television Academy Awards took place last night. Hosted by Gráinne Seoige, Normal People swept the awards. Normal People received Best Drama, along with writer Sally Rooney receiving the Best Drama Script Award. Sarah Green and Fionn O'Shea won Best Actress in a Supporting Role in Drama and Best Actor in a Supporting Role in Drama, respectively. Lear graduate Paul Mescal, Normal People lead, won Actor in a Lead Role in Drama.
Stand by.
If you find value in Stage Door Live, please help us grow by letting your friends and followers know. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button and give us a like. Take a moment to share this live feed with your friends and followers right now. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and click that bell to keep updated on our new and exclusive YouTube content. Your support helps us continue these important conversations about Irish theatre, now and into the future.
Stand by. Coming in. And the second. You're live.
Is kicking off in just 1 month, and they announced over 170 shows just last Thursday. The first tickets were then released last Friday. They have pages and pages of events on their website, eif.co.uk. Beside theatre, there are historical walks, exhibitions and music, such as principal guest conductor Ellum Chan, who leads the Royal Scottish National Orchestra. If you are not lucky enough to be living in Edinburgh in the month of August, fear not, as they have many excellent online events you can now buy tickets for.
Stand by. 15 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live.
You can easily filter events by On Demand to see what you can watch from the comfort of your own home. On-demand shows include El Greco of Hornsey, a comedy show.
Stand by. You're live.
Last Friday marks the end of International Disability Law Summer School. NUIG Centre of Disability Law and Policy has previously hosted 11 summer schools beginning in 2005. The 12th International Disability Law Summer School ran in its first ever online incarnation over 5 weeks from the 31st of May until the 2nd of July 2021. The theme of this year's summer school was disability and culture, access to culture, recreation, leisure and sport for people with disabilities. While there's a growing understanding of the importance of access to culture, leisure, recreation and sport for people with disabilities, a focus on the rights-based approach as found in Article 30 of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities is often missing from discussions on this topic. Speakers included Sinead Burke, Dr. Rosalind McDonough, and Sir Robert Martin. A key part of the summer school activities was craftivism, the act of combining craft and activism. Attendees of the summer school were invited to make a craftivism piece inspired by disability and culture, art or sport, which were kindly lent to us to share with you. You can make words, slogans, images or patterns using any materials you have with you at home. All the artwork and the programme will soon be available to view online at nuigalway.ie/CDLP. Today is the first day of Dancer from the Dance Festival of Irish Choreography. 19 events are planned to take place between the 5th and 9th of July. The festival is a Dublin and New York gathering of Irish and Irish-identifying choreographers across national borders and practices to celebrate the age, gender and ethnic diversity in Irish dance and contemporary Irish identity. This year's programme gives a stage to more than 40 choreographers based in the US, Ethiopia, the UK, Nigeria, Japan, Germany, Belgium and Ireland, and dancers ranging in age from 6 to 81. All performances are free and will be streamed online. To read more about the festival, follow the link.
You're clear for 2 minutes.
Corja Sligo Arts Festival began last Saturday, the 3rd of July, and will continue to run until the 11th of July 2021. From theatre to dance, workshops to spoken word, circus to music, there'll be much to see and do during the festival. Check out the full programme by following the link. The application deadline for Arts Council's Agility Award and the Visual Artists Workshop Scheme is this Thursday, 8th of July. Tomorrow, the Arts Council will start accepting applications for their Emergency Stabilisation Fund. To check if you're eligible to apply or to see the other ongoing schemes, please follow the link. Applications are now open for the Dublin City Public Art Programme 2021 till 2026. Dublin City Council is inviting artists from across all platforms to submit applications to be part of the programme. According to the website, the programme aims to create connections and collaborations between different areas of the Dublin City Council's work and interconnection between public, art and city. To find out more and to apply, you can follow the link. Create National Development Agency for Collaborative Arts has announced early today that they will be offering 2 Artist in the Community Scheme bursaries in 2021. The first, themed on collaborative arts and cultural diversity, is offered in partnership with the Immigrant Council of Ireland. It is designed to support an individual professional artist working in collaborative, socially engaged arts practice who has first-hand experience of displacement and/or is shaped by histories of intergenerational migration. According to the announcement on the website, for this bursary, candidates may or may not self-identify as refugee, migrant, or otherwise through lived experience and/or second-generational memories. The bursary award will be €10,000 and it will provide the selected artists with time and resources to carry out research and to reflect on practice. The closing date for applications is 5 p.m. Monday, the 16th of August. The second bursary and its theme will be announced in September. A new opportunity for filmmakers has been announced. The Unlera Rathdown First Frame Scheme 2021-2022 has been launched by the Arts Office and the Economic Development Unit. The scheme supports emerging filmmakers looking to develop ambitious and creative short films based on the Unlera Rathdown. It will support 2 short films with awards of up to €12,000 and mentoring support will be provided by the National Film School, IADT, with additional equipment and facilities from IADT. An online information session for interested applicants was held June 23rd and can be found on YouTube. The deadline for applications is the 9th of September at 5 p.m. To learn more about the scheme and to apply, go to dlrcoco.ie. Arts Council of Northern Ireland is accepting applications to their Arts and Older People programme. The programme was set up to increase opportunities for older people to engage with the arts by providing funding to arts-based projects that addressed related social issues such as poverty, isolation and loneliness, as well as promoting positive mental health. Arts organisations can apply through the link below. The deadline is 12 p.m. the 21st of July. Applications for Druid Theatre's annual Marie Mullen bursary are open now. The award is for female theatre artists working in Ireland in the fields of design, directing and dramaturgy. The deadline for applications is Wednesday, the 7th of July at 6 p.m. The bursary winner will receive a residency with Druid on a company production and a bursary award of €2,000, among other opportunities. Music professionals can now apply for the EMX Capacity Building Programme. EMX seeks 30 music professionals that work with export-ready music to cover a range of sectors including artists, managers, publishers, record labels, distributors, live promoters, and so on. The deadline to apply is the 21st of July. The participants will take part in a series of events, workshops, and discussions between September and November 2021, both in person and digitally, about how to navigate the new normal in the post-COVID world, music export from a European perspective, and a focus on growing markets like the Indian one. As well as the core activities, 10 candidates will be invited to a mentoring programme to develop their export potential and apply the ideas learned as part of the official programme.
If you find value in Stage Door Live, please help us grow by letting your friends and followers know. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button and give us a like. Take a moment to share this live feed with your friends and followers right now. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and click that bell to keep updated on our new and exclusive YouTube content. Creating live content is a costly endeavour. If you'd like to help us keep the conversations going, please hop on over to our Patreon page, where you could become a patron and gain access to exclusive patron-only content. patreon.com/theatremakerie. You can find us on most social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube at TheatreMakerIE. Catch additional news, blogs and sector coverage on our website, theatremaker.ie. Watch this space, there's more exciting content on the way from theatremaker.ie.
We have a special happy birthday message today for the Gaiety. This year marks the 150th birthday of the Gaiety Theatre. Also known as the Grand Old Lady of South King Street, the theatre opened its doors in 1871. The Gaiety has hosted the work of Maureen Potter, Niall Tobin, John B. Kane, Anna Manahan, Des Keogh and Rosalind Linehan, whose bronze handprints are set into the pavement in front of the theatre. As well as 150 years, the Gaiety was just 150 days yesterday from its pantomime. Tickets are already selling for the Gaiety's Little Mermaid, opening on the 28th of November. The panto will run then until the 16th of January. Book soon to avoid disappointment, and happy birthday, Gaiety! Tickets are now on sale for the Abbey's Walls and Windows. Walls and Windows is written by Dr. Rosaleen McDonough, one of the speakers we mentioned earlier at Disability Law Summer School. Directed by Jason Byrne, Walls and Windows will be live streamed from the Abbey stage to your homes on the 27th and 28th of August. It will be available on demand for 2 weeks until the 11th of September. The New Theatre's Push Forward Festival is kicking off Wednesday. These weekday lunchtime presentations will present 3 individual plays outside the New Theatre, with audiences of 10 people at each play. Each play will be repeated 3 times for new audiences. Day 1 of the festival includes Outside the Club of Culture by Jack Hart, Fine Summers of Fear by Oisin Robbins, and Meta by Ella Skolimowski. Episode 7 of the Doc Arena podcast is now available on filmireland.net, hosted by former editor of Film Ireland magazine and programmer of the IFI, Dublin Documentary Film Festival, Ross Whitaker. Episode 7 focuses in on the team behind Sophie, A Murder in West Cork, the 3-part Netflix series examining the murder of French producer Sophie Toscan du Plantier in the town of Skull, West Cork in 1996. Head on over to Film Ireland's website to give it a listen. The Irish Society of Stage and Screen Designers announced Friday that they have received the Arts Council Theatre Resource and Development Scheme for Scenographia, a series of masterclasses, workshops and talks. Presented in association with Project Art Centre, these free sessions will take place on a monthly basis, with a wide variety of sessions including 3D project mapping, remote lighting design, pre-plotting shows, inclusive aesthetics in theatre design, eco-scenography and sustainability, financial advice and much more. Go to issd.ie for more information. Last Wednesday, Jay Jordan read The Last Art of Letter Writing by Evan Boland as part of Druid's Cool Park Poetry Series. This week, the Cool Park Poetry Series continues with Andrew Bennett and Rory Nolan. They will read Tully No, Tete-a-Tete in the Parish Priest's Parlour by Paul Durkin. That's it for Irish Theatre this week. Thank you for joining us. Our programming is made possible by the support of Dublin City Council and Access Ballymun. TheatreMaker.ie is here to support you and your projects. Don't forget to send in your press releases and show announcements to news@theatremaker.ie for consideration to be published on our website and our online programming. Don't forget to check out Stage Door Live Wednesday week at 7 p.m. Join us again next week for another episode of Irish Theatre This Week, and stay up to date on the latest in arts news on our social media and website, theatremaker.ie. I'm Blue Hanley, and this was Irish Theatre This Week.
Hey guys, sorry. I don't know why why I turned the wrong microphone on. So to answer the question, I was shaking my head like that because they forgot to put some headlines in. So, um, yeah. Can you hear now? Hello. I forgot to do. Oh, see, everybody says hi to Abby, but not to me. Like, hello, also Kevin. Yeah. Thanks, Grim. I am 5 by 5. That is good. So yeah, they forgot some headlines. We also were missing one slide for some reason, but that's okay. I don't remember because of things going so fast. Blue apparently is stretching in the studio. Everybody's saying hi to you, Grim and Peter and Outdoor Dog and whose name is Steph. Wait, is Joseph not here? Hold on, I have to go look. Oh, Joseph did say hi. Hello, Joseph. The delay, I forgot to put it on low latency, so the delay is really long today. Sorry. Oprah. I mean, Kevin. I'm not Oprah. So we have a new intern today. Oh, yes, you can see him in the back. I'm gonna go like this. See? That's me, Hall. He is a master's in journalism student at DCU, Dublin City University. You know her. That's Abby. Um, yeah. And then Blue stepped in for Sean. You guys have seen over the course of these streams 3 different hosts of this show. Yeah, so Blue stepped in tonight for Sean, but Sean should be back next week. We told Blue this morning that she was jumping in. Yes, hello, new intern. She probably didn't appreciate that much. But there she is. Yeah. Remind me next time to put it on low latency because it's hard to have a conversation when it's not. Anybody have any questions? That's the empty studio. Yeah, so it was interesting today. Yes, Blue did do great. Blue always does great. And this is a longer show. I guess we started 10 minutes late. We normally start 5 minutes late on this show. But we started 10 minutes late just because Blue also is the producer of this show. So she had a lot of stuff that she had to get done beforehand. And then also we were teaching Michael the job, and yeah. And then Rihanna, who you've met before, was working remotely today. So it was a little different. Thank you, Grim. Yeah, it was fun. I always like this show because it's pretty easy, and I don't have to worry about guests not coming in. Or having problems with guests. All the slides, do you load them live into vMix or is it all prepared in advance? So we create, I'm echoing. Where am I? Am I coming out of here? Hold on 1 second. Let me get rid of my echo. I could just turn it off. So yeah, we make all the slides in Photoshop beforehand, and then we load them in as a list. So we save the it's not a playlist, just a normal list, which you would import videos to. We save them all as 1920 by 1080 at 72 dpi, and then import them in as a list to vMix. And then I have several screens set up. I don't really have a way to show you that. Do I? Do I? I might have. Let me see if I can add an input.
Yeah, I know. I saw when I said urge twice and you changed it. Because I wrote urge there.
No, I don't have it set up so oh, I guess I can add a screen capture on the other system and then bring that in. Hold on one second.
You switched it up. I remember when you started.
So, here's how my main screen in vMix is set up. I have 3 screens, one which has the main screen, one which has the multi-view, which you guys get to see, and then one which just has the program. And then you also see, hold on, you also see over here, I also have the program here, just as a second check. So the program is up there. This is usually my multi-view, and this is obviously my main screen. But yeah, you were asking about lists and importing graphics. So we make all of the slides. Open source folder. Drag that in. So we make all the slides. We label them in number order, and then we pull them in as a list into vMix. I don't actually see these slides and what's next. I see what is only because there's no easy way to do that. Yeah, so just basically on my, hold on, gotta go back to the other screen. On my Stream Deck, you can't really see probably because it's a little overexposed, but I have a next slide button. So all I know is next slide and previous slide. And I'll switch back to the desktop capture. I'm pressing next slide and I'm pressing previous slide. Next slide, previous slide. And that's what I do with the headlines too. I don't know what's coming up. I just know that they're in the right order. So now if I go back to my vMix system and just pull up overlay 1 and 2. 1 is the main headline. Oops. 2 also acts for the lower third. But if I go previous head a couple times, I should get a headline in here. There we go. So I just know that a slide is coming up, and if you have seen the script as it was going up the screen, each paragraph has a slide number, and I know that to go next on the slide number, and then if there's 3 stars next to the slide number, I know to go to the next headline. Sometimes that doesn't work out, and sometimes I get in a situation where I'm really screwed because I don't know what's coming up, but I just have to kind of trust that everybody has done their job and double-checked and triple-checked. Sorry that the NDI, for some reason, from my main system to my secondary system is really jumpy right now, and I can't figure out why, and it's not the network. And I've checked the systems, I've tried updating vMix, no luck. Yeah, so my Stream Deck also has it. Hold on, I'm going to go back to the other computer. My Stream Deck also has it set up so I wish you could actually see this, but all of the stingers are down here on this line. Actually, I can go back to my screen and that was pretty cool. So yeah, I have all my stingers on here. I have the ability to control all of the 2 monitors that are in the studio. I can change them from, I'm trying to figure out how I can show this to you. You can actually see what is on the two monitors in the top right of the multi-view. So I can change those from showing the logo to showing graphics, to showing what I call a mix. And that's basically just a way for me to put other stuff on the screen. So you notice this week compared to last week, I had the breaking news screen on. Where is it? So I can bring in the multi-view. So I had the breaking news screen on one of the monitors in the background. I'm just trying different things with the design, basically. And the Stream Deck controls most of it. All my camera switching is done through this guy, which Nail makes fun of because it's just a glorified keyboard that I can program. If you look in the top left-hand corner of the multi-view, you can see I'm going through the different inputs. Right now for this show, we only have 5 inputs plus the different graphics overlays and video playback. Yeah, you did miss the stream, Joseph. Good job. Maybe I'll just miss your stream tonight. You don't have anybody to put links in your chat for you. I'm sure Graham would just step up too. Look at them back there. They're like already working. They're like taking notes and stuff. Yeah, we're talking about them. They know it. You're fired, Joseph. Actually, like, he's my boss because I work for him. Yeah, any other questions? Let's see. I love the way you work with vMix. I use it to stream with a dual cam setup and wireless mics. Still pretty basic, but it can do so much more. Yeah, I mean, vMix is really friggin' powerful. And you'll see in this, I don't know how many, let me go back. I'll go back to my screen share, and my screen share is here, I think, right? I lost my screen share. I did. There we go. Okay, so now if I go back here and go back to my screen share, I can show you all the inputs that I have. So these are my main cameras. Oh look, I've somehow put the teleprompter up on the up on the screen. That's okay. Stuff happens. So yeah, these are what I call my switchable inputs. And because some of our other shows have multiple remote guests, I actually have essentially 10 inputs that I can bring in. So that's 5 cameras plus 5 remote guests that I can bring in at any one time. And then I have options for 2 up. I have options for 3 up. And these are basically just templates that I know will work for all of my shows, and I use what I need. You can see, I'm going to go back to my desktop capture. You can see that like I keep some of them closed just because I don't need them. I don't need them right now for this show. This show never has 2 guests. And then what I do is, you'll see I have a cameras tab here. This is all the raw camera feeds coming in. And then when I have vMix calls coming in, each of my vMix calls comes in here. And I have 8 set up because that's the max that we can have. And then what I do, which allows me the most flexibility, so I don't have like a camera in 1 and 2, and then a camera in 5 and 6, and then a vMix call in 9 and 10. What I do is I set it up. I'm going to pull this over. I set it up as multi-views. So here's camera input 38 is camera 1. And then I have the crawl headline, the headline crawl, and the show logo. And then, of course, everything else is just overlays as well. And then for the multi-views or whatever you want to call them, the overlays, they're not really overlays. I don't use overlays. I use a background file, which is an animated background file that's created by GT, what is it called? GT Title Designer. And then I have my cameras on top of that, and with the new borders that you can put in vMix. Basically, I'm creating my own. They're not overlays anymore, but I'm just putting everything on top of it.
Hell yeah.
That's the 5-up option. I have other options. The 1 plus a graphic is this one, and that's basically set up the same way. It's a layer. The background, the input that has the slides on it, and then the input that has the camera on it. I also have on my Stream Deck an option to change which camera is going to, for example, this box. The reason my cameras all start at layer 3 is because I have an option to change if I push 3, and this is in preview. If I push 3 on my Stream Deck, and then I can change it to any input, any of my source camera inputs, which just gives me many options for routing, and I'm able to do it really quick. What else? Yeah, so there's the graphic option. But literally everything is coming out of the system. If this system crashes, I'm down. And then for my titles, I obviously have. Oops, that's the wrong one. I run what I call the headline or the segment in overlay 1. I'm gonna go back to a previous headline, and then in overlay 2 I run the sub headlines, and then again I could do next head, previous head, and then I also do the lower thirds. I'm going to push a button on my Stream Deck to bring that up, but it also brings up the lower thirds. And lower thirds I just have to turn on, and then 7 seconds later they go away automatically. And then for the other show that I have, which we take questions, we also have the option to bring on comments on the screen. These are all created in G2 Title Designer. A small one and then a larger one. Trying to think, what else? Yeah. All the 4 of the 5 cameras in the studio are PTZs. These 2. This one is on a slider. It's not a PTZ. It's just a Sony A6100. And then these 2 are PTZs as well. It's great. I didn't really do it properly today, but you can see. So I'm going to hit go to position 2 on my app, and it just moves.
Yeah, I do.
And then over there, actually, in the corner, you can see. I know I've showed this before to some people. There's the 2 PTZs. They're just on. I'm looking for a mount where I can mount 2 PTZs to 1 autopo. Yeah, comments I bring in via vMix Social, which I find really annoying. It keeps crashing. Hopefully, one day they will get it stable. So obviously here's all our audio inputs, and then over here is our playback. We only had 2 playbacks this show. I think last show we had like 10 playbacks, including B-roll.
Oh, right. See you then.
Thanks, I'll see ya. Cool. Yeah, any other questions? Cool. If you have any other questions, just hit me up in the guild, and I'll be glad to answer them. Yeah, I'm hoping to start creating some content that I can explain what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and how everything's set up. And yeah, all that stuff. But for now, you're stuck with me just talking to you. Cool. Thanks, Grim. Awesome. Well, I am going to start cleaning up and get out of here. I had to come in really early today because, well, early for me, because all my gear was at another job last week. Yeah, play with it and just give yourself extra time, Peter, with vMix Social, because it is not a simple configuration and it's not really intuitive. And they know that, and people question them on it, and they still haven't fixed it. It's also just really buggy, and every time YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or whatever changes the API, it gets screwed up, and then it might be broken for a week or two while they send a new update. Thankfully, I think they do most of it server side, which makes it so you're not updating it here locally. But at the same time, it's just a bit annoying. Cool. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure to show you it, and hopefully I'll give you some more content coming up. I'm not Impartial Geek. I'm not as polished as Impartial Geek, at least not behind the scenes. But I try to make my shows as polished as possible, because that's what I'm really interested in doing. Cool. All right, guys. I will see you. We don't have a show on Wednesday this week, so maybe I'll have to schedule something. Maybe just a talkie talk, or maybe I can do a studio tour with a camera over NDI if I can get NDI to work properly on the network or something. Cool. I'll see you guys later. Bye.